Livestock play an important role in rural economies across the world. But when livestock get diseases, farmers can lose a lot of money. Animals may produce less meat, wool, or milk. In the worst case, they may even die. Foot rot is a frequent disease that affects the hooves of cattle, sheep, and goats and makes animals limp. As the disease develops, animals may no longer be able to walk. Affected animals cannot easily graze and gradually lose their appetite and weight. Some animals develop a slight fever. Lactating animals will produce less milk.
पाऊस लय असतो पावसामध्ये नक्की मेंढीची
In the rainy season, when the animals get wet, the animal's hooves can swell. If there is an injury in the hoof, it may not heal well. And as we cannot afford the cost of a veterinarian, we are forced to sell the animal at a low price.
बाजाराला घेऊन जातो कमी पैशात विकतो.
In this video, we will learn from farmers in Maharashtra, India, how to diagnose, prevent, and treat foot rot with herbal medicines. Foot rot is caused by bacteria that enter the soft tissue of the hooves through wounds and cuts in the skin, which may have been caused by thorns or small stones. Wet weather helps spread the disease.
Sheep start to limp because they tend to stand in water when it rains, which causes their hooves to swell. To address this issue, we prepare a solution by adding a little salt to water and heating it. We use this solution to wash the sheep's hooves for 2 or 3 consecutive days until the problem subsides.
Prevention is the key to controlling foot rot. As foot rot is caused by bad germs, keep the animal's shed clean at all times. Do not allow animals to stand in dung and urine for long periods. Remove spilled food and dung often. Keep animals in dry places. Do not tie them in muddy and wet areas. Be especially careful when purchasing new animals and check that their hooves are not affected.
बाजारात शेळ्या मेंढ्या आम्हाला खरेदी करायच्या असतील तर आम्ही बाजारात सुरुवातीला गेल्यानंतर
When purchasing goats or sheep from the market, we inspect the animal to ensure that it is of adequate height and has healthy hooves. We take the animal for a walk and closely monitor it.
ती पसंत झाल्यानंतर आपण त्याची खरेदीप्रमाणे किंमत करून ते आपण घेऊन येतो.
As a general precaution, segregate newly purchased animals from the rest of the herd for a few days. Observe them carefully for lameness and other signs of disease.
घेऊन आल्यानंतर 4-5 दिवस आम्ही शेडमध्ये ठेवतो. ते आमच्या जुन्या कळपात काय सोडत नाही.
After we buy a sheep or a goat, we quarantine it in a separate enclosure for 4 to 5 days. This is to detect any ailments or limping that it may have. to prevent disease from spreading to other
काही
animals.
आजार लागू नयेत ह्यासाठी ती 4-5 दिवस शेडमध्ये ठेवतो.
Areas where animals graze and rest should be free of hard objects such as stones, bricks, machinery, or anything that could bruise or cut the soft tissue of the foot.
If there are stones or sharp objects on the ground, it can hurt the animal's feet and cause injuries. The droppings can get into the wound and cause infection. When animals go out into the field, their feet can get wet. The middle part of their hoof is soft and can swell, making it difficult for them to walk. That's why we clean the animal shed every day.
If you notice the symptoms of foot rot in your animals, you can use locally available ingredients to treat them. Before applying homemade herbal medicine, clean the affected hooves with plenty of clean water. Turmeric or curcuma is a natural antiseptic to treat injuries and wounds. Make a paste by mixing a few tablespoons of turmeric powder with coconut oil. Apply this paste on the infected hooves. You can also make a herbal medicine from plants that are easily available. Neem leaves and custard apple leaves have antiseptic and healing properties. The bark of trees like guava and jackfruit can also help. Dry small pieces of bark under the shade until they are brittle and easy to grind. Grind the bark into powder. Take 3 handfuls of the leaves of neem or custard apple and put in a vessel. Add 3 handfuls of dry bark powder of a guava or jackfruit tree. By adding 1 to 2 tablespoons of salt, it reduces inflammation and pain. Boil these ingredients with a little water to make a paste. After cooling the paste, apply it on the affected hoof 3 times a day for 7 days. Make fresh paste once a day. This way the ingredients are fresh and will be most effective. If you have a fridge, you can store the paste there for up to 2 days.
लंगडी मेंढर जर झाली तर साधारण कसं की लंगड्या मेंढराला जर झाडपाल्याची किंवा जंगली औषधं
When our sheep become lame, we apply herbal medicines as they don't cause side effects. To heal wounds on the feet of the sheep, we crush neem leaves and guava bark and apply the mixture. We don't need to go anywhere as we find these ingredients in our nearby forest. Visiting the veterinary doctor is also unnecessary. If we give veterinary drugs to pregnant sheep, it can harm the fetus. By using homemade herbal remedies, our animals don't suffer any pain.
जखमी टायमाला बरी होते.
Another option is to take 1 tablespoon of teak oil, neem oil or pongamia oil and mix it with 1 tablespoon of coconut oil. Apply this on the infected part of the hooves once a day. If the animal does not get better after 7 days, contact your veterinarian. Let's review what we have learned. Foot rot is caused by bacteria that infect the hooves, causing animals to limp. It occurs mostly in the rainy season. Prevention is the best cure. Remove spilled food and dung from their sheds. Only tie animals in dry places. Before buying new animals, check their hooves for signs of disease. Segregate newly purchased animals from the rest of the animals for a few days. If your animal has foot rot, clean affected hooves with plenty of clean water. Use turmeric powder and coconut oil to treat the infected hooves. Or make a paste from dried bark and leaves of specific trees and apply to the affected hoof. You can also use a mix of teak oil and coconut oil. If the animal does not get better within 7 days, contact your veterinarian. Healthy livestock will give you healthy food and a better price in the market.